course, I live and breathe Bill Spencer.
Stephanie, how are you?
Oh.
It's good to see you.
Oh, why, come in. It's wonderful to see you.
As lovely and as sensuous as always.
You're still a big flirt. Go in there.
Hasn't changed a bit.
Can I offer you something? A drink, coffee, tea?
No, nothing. I was on my way to a business meeting. I heard about your trouble, and so, how are you?
Well, how do I look?
Remarkable. And have you completely recovered from the stroke?
About 95%, I'd say. I had a little episode a week or so ago. You heard about Thorne's wife, Macy, I guess.
Yes, yeah, I'm terribly sorry.
Me too. Knocked me for a loop. I just love that girl. I mean, just as if she were my own daughter.
Well, how are you dealing with the stress?
I think, all right. You know, I have good days, bad days.
Are you taking anything?
Tranquilizers, you mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they do have their place.
Well, I guess for some people, but not for me.
Involves Morgan.
Here you go. Right back in place.
Thank you, Clark.
No, I don't know why you want this here. I mean, you're not going to have a baby for another 7 months.
Well, I like having it next to me. It gives me something to look forward to.
We just had one very close call.
I know. And thank you for coming to my rescue. I don't know what I would have said to Taylor if she saw that cradle. I don't know how I would have explained it.
You wouldn't have had to say a thing. She would know what it means.
Clark, she can't find out. No one can find out that I'm pregnant until I am through my first trimester.
Morgan, I don't know why you're being so paranoid about this.
Clark, that witch would stop at nothing to prevent me from having this child.
Stephanie, what could she do? You are not the same teenage girl that she coerced into having an abortion so many years ago.
I don't understand why you don't get it. If Stephanie found out that I was carrying Ridge's child, she would do something. Now listen, I don't want to talk about this right now. I have a doctor's appointment.
Hey, let me give you a ride, okay? I'll get the car.
Wow, fried chicken,
Yes, and mashed potatoes and Caesar salad.
I didn't even have a clue that you could cook.
You know, I'm not sure that I can. I spent all afternoon reading Becky's old cookbook.
And, all of this is for CJ.
Yeah. I mean, after everything I've put him through, he deserves that. I want to do something so special for him tonight, darling. He's earned it.
Clark was in her bedroom?
It was very strange.
Morgan and Clark, that's some combination.
I mean, I don't know what was going on over there, but if they're involved, I mean, why didn't she just tell me?
She knows you don't like him?
No, that's never been an issue for us. We've talked about Clark before. The thing is that she was just acting so strangely the whole time I was there. And then there were the toys.
Toys?
She had a big basket of baby toys, big stuffed animals and all of these things, and they're baby things. And when I asked her about it, she told me it was a gift for a friend who's pregnant. Stephanie, I really hate to say this, but for the first time, I got the distinct impression she was lying to me. And that really bothers me because I thought we were friends.
You can't trust her.
But trust her with what? I mean, why would she hide something? Why would she hide anything from me? We talk about everything.
Maybe she's embarrassed. I mean, Clark works for the competition.
Come on, Morgan, embarrassed? No, I'm telling you, the weirdest part was how nervous she got when I was headed toward the bedroom, like I might see something horrible. It just doesn't make any sense. Why would she do that? It's just not like Morgan.
Sounds like vintage Morgan to me. She's up to something, honey.
Yeah, but what? What? We talk about everything. We know each other's secrets.
Well, obviously, this is one she didn't share with you. I think I'd better find out exactly what's going on.
Oh, Stephanie, wait. I don't want you to get into an argument with her.
I won't have an argument.
Oh, come on. That's all you two do.
How about if I promise I won't?
No, it doesn't help.
Good, because I wouldn't have kept the promise. See you later.
Wait, listen, I still consider her a friend, and I would really like to keep it that way.
Why, if she's lying to you?
Mom, Amber would never do drugs.
You absolutely sure of that, son?
Yes, I am positive. She is completely committed to that baby.
Then why did she invite a bunch of low-life drug dealers to visit her apartment? That doesn't sound very devoted.
Listen, Mom, she didn't invite a bunch of them, okay? She invited one. The rest of them invited themselves, and she didn't know that there were drugs involved.
I see. And I suppose she didn't know that there was going to be liquor involved either. Why are you doing this, CJ? Why are you defending Amber?
Look, she made a mistake, okay? She knows that.
Well, that was some mistake, wasn't it? That mistake was bad enough to land the two of you in jail. I'm just surprised that that child wasn't taken into protective custody by the court.
Well, he almost was.
Until Rick Forrester came to the rescue.
Yep, and he took full advantage of it, too.
Oh, honey, I really wouldn't criticize Rick at this point. Because he can't be blamed for what he did after finding out what was going on in that apartment.
Oh,
honey. Would it be so bad? I mean, would being raised by a rich and powerful family like the Forresters be the worst thing that could happen to this baby?
How can you say that? How can you say that after what they've done to Macy?
It wasn't Eric and Stephanie who hurt Macy, darling. She was betrayed by Thorne.
Okay, fine. What about Thorne? He's in love with Brooke.
You're really very protective about that little boy, aren't you, son?
Yes, I am. Because that is the way Becky wanted it.
What about you, son? What do you want?
I have everything I want, Mom. I have everything I want. I love that child. And I really feel like he is my son.
That's only natural, honey. He is. You and Becky were that little baby's parents. But remember, so were Rick and Amber for almost a year.
So what's your point?
College starts again in about a month. I'd like you to go back, son. I'd like to see you finish.
And I will. I promise you that.
But how can you do that if you and Amber are busy raising a baby together?
Listen, Mom, we can do this. I know we can. We're good at it.
Yes, well, so are Amber and Rick good at it, and they have a track record.
So, what are you talking about?
Oh, son, you told me yourself that Rick suggested that Amber and the baby move back in with him. You
Yeah?
told me that Amber was considering it, that she was even tempted by it. CJ, it wouldn't be the worst thing that could happen, and I know they would allow you to spend as much time with that baby as you want.
No. See, Amber made her choice. She doesn't want Rick. That's why she stayed with me. God, you'd think you would support me a little bit in this. Look, none of this matters anyway, because this is the way Becky wanted it.
So you're doing this for Becky?
Yes, I am. And I'm doing it for little Eric. I am a good father, and I know I can raise that child better than Rick. I know it.
And what about Amber, son?
What about her? I told you she's an excellent mother.
I'm not talking about her maternal abilities here.
So, what are you talking about, Mom?
I see you're still wearing your wedding ring. Any special reason for that, honey? Oh, CJ, there was nothing more you could do for Becky. You don't owe her any more, darling. You did everything in the world you could possibly do for her.
I know that, Mom. I know that. And Becky knows it, too. You know, that's why she said everything she did in the tape that she left. Mom, she was very clear about the way she wanted things. She wanted me and Amber to raise little Eric together. And she also... Look, Mom, I'm really tired, okay? And I don't want to talk about this anymore. I gotta get home to Amber and the baby. I'll call you later.
All right, CJ, but wait a minute.
What?
I want you to be very careful now. I know how much that little boy means to you. But there is a definite possibility that Rick Forrester and Eric and Stephanie may not realize that, and they may seek custody of that child. If that happens, son, you cannot give them any more ammunition than you already have. Do you understand? Because if you do, you are going to find yourself with a fight on your hands, the likes of which you cannot even imagine.
So, you want to do something special for CJ, huh? Yeah. I want this to be the best meal he's ever eaten. And that's it. What do you mean? Come on, Amber. I mean, you know, there's special, and then there's special. No. Don't even go there, darling. Why not? He's a great guy. Yeah, he's amazing. Come on, he's the best.
Okay, listen. In the past 2 days, I have done something very stupid. Not once, not twice, but about a half a dozen times.
Be so hard on yourself, all right? You just wanted to have a little fun.
Yeah, well, that fun got me arrested and charged with a felony.
You were set up.
It doesn't matter. I mean, don't you see that the point is that it never should have happened. And it never would have happened if I would have kept my head on straight. Thank God for CJ. You know, he could have walked away from me any number of times, but he didn't. He stood up for me in front of the cops and in front of Eric Forrester. I mean, why did he do that when I was such a jerk? I don't know. He's such an incredible guy. And I'm very lucky that he's so loyal. Honestly, I don't know what I would have done if CJ wasn't around.
Doesn't look like Morgan's home.
Welcome home.
Hey. What's this all about?
Dinner. Are you hungry?
I'm starving.
Great. Let's go sit down then.
Wait, where's little Eric?
Oh, Darla took him out for a walk. A very long walk.
Okay.
Thank you for everything.
That's gonna feel kind of cold.
What is that?
It's just some gel. I'm gonna rub it on your lower abdomen. Now, this is an electronic amplifying device. It's called a transducer. Works just like a microphone. I'm gonna place it on your abdomen just like this, and then we're gonna see if we can't find that baby's heartbeat. When we do, you're gonna hear it on that speaker.
Why can't you find it?
Takes a little time. Here it is.
Why can't I hear it?
That's it. That's my baby.
Yeah, Morgan. That's your son. Or maybe your daughter.
Hey.
You got my message.
Ended my workday.
I could have waited.
Well, I couldn't.
Perfect. Want to join me?
Well, I didn't bring a bathing suit.
Maybe you don't need one.
Maybe I don't want one. Hey, where's Mother?
She went out.
She say for how long? What? What's the matter?
She went to Morgan's house.
Why?
She's convinced that Morgan is hiding something. In fact, we both are.
Hello? Hello, Morgan? Anybody home? Morgan? Morgan? Okay, let's see if we can figure out what this little secret of yours is.